It's time to cut through the noise. Why so many good guys are failing with women today? Nobody's talking about the elephant in the room. Let's address it head on. What's going on? Why does it seem like the rules of the game have changed? Why are so many good, solid, ambitious men out there striking out when it comes to women? I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and it keeps me up at night. I see it everywhere. The frustration, the confusion, the desperation, you might be going through it. You've tried everything the gurus tell you. You've chased, you've fawned, you've jumped roofs, and what's the result? Crickets are worse, being friend-zoned, or even worse, being used. Today, we're ripping off the Band-Aid. We're diving into the harsh realities of why modern men are struggling and why the old playbook of chasing is not just ineffective, it's actively sabotaging your chances. By the end of this video, you'll have a whole new perspective on attraction and, frankly, a much better plan. Let's break down 3 hard truths that most guys don't want to hear. Truth now, one, modern masculinity is in crisis. For generations, men had a clear understanding of their roles, their purpose, their value, but today we're fed a contradictory narrative. On one hand, we're told to be sensitive, to be vulnerable, to be nice, and hey, these aren't bad qualities in themselves. But on the other hand, women are still biologically wired to be attracted to strength, confidence, and purpose. And when men lose touch with that innate drive, that sense of direction, they become less attractive. Women are naturally drawn to men who embody traditional masculine traits: strength, courage, drive, ambition. These are outdated relics of the past. They are fundamental aspects of what makes a man attractive to women. When men shy away from these traits, when they try to mold themselves into someone they think women want, they lose their inherent appeal. Think about it. You wouldn't admire a lioness for cowering in the presence of a tiger, would you? No, you'd admire her for her fierce independence and strength. Similarly, women want men who stand tall, not men who shrink in their presence. Truth no 2, the illusion of abundance. We live in an era where dating apps promise an endless supply of women. Swipe right, swipe right, swipe right. It feels like there are millions of options, right? Wrong. What it actually creates is a culture of instant gratification and superficiality. For men, it means we become less discerning, more desperate to match with anyone, anywhere. And for women, it means they're bombarded with low-effort messages, generic compliments, and guys who are clearly just looking for a quick fix. This abundance actually makes genuine connection harder. It devalues interaction. It makes you feel like just another face in a sea of interchangeable options. And when you feel interchangeable, you act, well, interchangeable. And interchangeable men don't get the girl. Imagine going to a grocery store where every apple looks identical, has no distinct flavor. Would you even bother picking one? Probably not. The same goes for dating. When you're just another average guy, you blend in. You become the background noise. Women's eyes glaze over when they see yet another generic message. They've seen it all before. It's boring. Now, here's the kicker. While you think you have infinite choices on these apps, women see the exact same thing. They see you the same way you see thousands of other men. They have a choice. Do you think that's flattering? No. So what's the solution here? How do you break through the clutter? Simple, become extraordinary. Cultivate unique hobbies, develop distinct style, become knowledgeable in a specific field, travel, learn languages. Anything that makes you you. Anything that turns you into a memorable character instead of a forgettable extra. The third and final brutal truth, most modern men have a weak value proposition. Beyond their desire for a girlfriend, what do you bring to the table? Are you building something? Are you mastering a skill? Are you financially stable? Are you physically fit? Are you have a compelling vision for your life? Or are you just wait for a girlfriend? Women are attracted to men who have a strong sense of purpose and are actively working towards something. They're attracted to men who can provide, protect, and lead, not necessarily in the old-fashioned sense of a caveman, but men who can navigate the world, stand on their own 2 feet, and offer a secure, interesting future. When your entire identity revolves around getting a girlfriend, you become a taker, not a giver. You become needy, not attractive. Your value proposition becomes, I need you to make me feel worthy. And believe me, that's not a compelling offer. You're not bringing anything to the table except desperation. You see, women want a man, not a supplicant. They want a partner, not a servant. They want a leader, not a follower. They want a man who brings something to the table, not just a void to be filled. Now, let's tackle the question you've been waiting for. Why should you absolutely, positively not chase women? You've heard it enough times. Chasing doesn't work. But why shouldn't you do it? Well, first and foremost, it screams low value. It communicates that you don't believe you're worthy of her choosing you freely. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. Secondly, chasing creates resistance. Think about it. If someone is constantly pursuing you, begging for your attention, how does that make you feel? Annoyed? Pressured? It's the same for women. It rarely inspires genuine desire. Thirdly, chasing puts her on a pedestal. You elevate her above you. You make her the prize and you become the supplicant. This completely destroys the dynamic of equal attraction. Lastly, and maybe most importantly, chasing drains your energy. All that time, all that emotional investment, all that mental effort spent trying to win over someone who isn't naturally drawn to you, it's exhausting. And that exhaustion seeps into other areas of your life, making you even less attractive. Bottom line, chasing usually doesn't lead to genuine connection. It's a misguided strategy rooted in insecurity and desperation. So if not chasing, what's the alternative? What do? Focus on your purpose. What are you passionate about? What are you building? What kind of life do you want to create for yourself? When you are genuinely engaged in your own mission, you exude purpose, and that's incredibly attractive. Women are drawn to men who are already on their own path. Build your own value. This isn't about bragging, it's about actually becoming a better man. Get in shape. Develop your skills. Improve your finances. Cultivate interesting hobbies. Become a person who adds value to any interaction. You'll be surprised how much that confidence will radiate from you. Cultivate abundance in your own life. This isn't about having a harem of women. It's about having a rich and fulfilling life independent of women. A strong social circle, diverse interests, personal goals. When you have an abundant life, you don't need a woman to complete it. She becomes an amazing addition to it. This takes the pressure off, making you relaxed and authentic. Practice selective attention. When you meet a woman, give her genuine attention. Be present and gauge her interest. If she's not reciprocating, if she's giving you breadcrumbs, gracefully disengage. Your time and energy are valuable. Don't waste them on someone who isn't excited to engage with you. Walk away from lukewarm interest. This isn't about playing games, it's about self-respect. It's about understanding that your worth isn't determined by whether a woman likes you. It's determined by who you are and what you bring to the world. Guys, this might be a tough pill to swallow, but it's the truth. The reason modern men are struggling isn't always about looks or money. It's often about a fundamental misalignment of priorities and a misunderstanding of what truly drives attraction. Stop chasing. Stop begging for attention. Start building an incredible life for yourself. Become the kind of man who has so much going on, so much value, so much purpose that women naturally gravitate towards you. Because when you do that, you're not just getting better with women, you're becoming a better man, period. If this resonated with you, if you're ready to stop the chase and start building yourself, hit that like button. Subscribe for more honest discussions like this, and let me know in the comments below. What is one thing you're going to focus on improving in your life starting today? Let's build a community of men who are winning, not just with women, but in life. Until next time, thanks for tuning in. Remember, the world needs your light. Don't ever dim it. Keep shining bright.